Our final men's 51 kilogram contest on Ring B this afternoon. Kazakhstan's Tokyo 2020 bronze medalist and former world champion Saken Bibossinov. There he is. And he's up against Azat Makhmetov from Bahrain, Kazakhstani-born boxer, very talented in the junior ranks. Great results there. He did win the Elorda Cup last year, but that was at 54 kilograms. Coming back down to 51, of course, the Olympic weight class. He was beaten in his opener at the Asian Games. Bibossinov at the Asian Games went out in the last 16, but no disgrace there. He went out to Rio 2016 gold medalist Hasanboy Duzmatov. And Makhmetov had a good win already here, beating Romania's Tokyo 2020 Olympian Cosmin Gherlanu. So two men bringing plenty to the table here.
Bibossinov is one of those names when you see the draw, you circle, and maybe you hope you don't get in that half or that quarter, as he has been there and done that. See if he can continue to show his work over the career here today.
It's another contest between two southpaws. Bibossinov in the red, Makhmetov in the blue.
Two guys who appear to be content to stand and deliver.
Certainly are, and Bibossinov catching the eye with body shots early on. Nod of the head from Makhmetov as Bibossinov lands with a combination. Not a whole lot of dancing in the first half of this round as Makhmetov lands a right lead. Good counter from Makhmetov, but Bibossinov really sharp with the left. Two skilled operators.
For sure.
Clear already.
Bibossinov has plenty of craft, and he's the consummate man. He's not going to dance. He's not going to put a lot of moves on you from outside, but right inside, he's just going to work here. Impressive, and Makhmetov is doing what he can. But I'd say 30 seconds left. Bibossinov is where he's been many times, ahead on the scorecard.
Bit of pushing down from Bibossinov, and referee will check that Makhmetov is fine to continue. 12 seconds to go in round one, and Bibossinov just very accurate. Counter from Makhmetov, who's just getting on his bike at the end of the round, and maybe he thinks he's done enough. I'm not so sure.
I would disagree.
And as close as it can be, 3 judges giving the round to Bibossinov and 2 to Makhmetov.
A little closer than I saw, but speaks to the good work by that man, being able to slip a lot and score. Efficient. Managed to slip and avoid some big shots coming from Bibossinov. must admit, I'm enjoying the somewhat standstill throwing contest. Although we did see Makhmetov move around near at the end, showing he can do that.
Bibossinov already finding this much harder work than his previous two contests. He stopped Hong Kong China's Kenneth Tam in his opener, and he won a unanimous points decision against Kenya's David Makaria in his last contest. No change in the pattern from round one. Body shot from Makhmetov. Bibossinov responds in kind. Uppercut through the guard. Bibossinov's accuracy is something to behold. Even that guard of Makhmetov, Bibossinov seems to get through it.
He does. There's no flailing. There's intent and precision when he decides to pull the trigger. Makhmetov doing what he can to blunt the forward progress of Bibossinov. But I think there's points being racked up in the red column, red corner. They've got to be happy with what they're seeing.
Makhmetov trying to extend the distance, but Bibossinov still able to land. Just over a minute to go in round two. Bibossinov covering up well when Makhmetov unloads.
Last 40 seconds.
Now Bibossinov goes on the offensive.
Trying to put this round away. He's ahead.
Body shot from Makhmetov. Hearing a lot of cheering from the Bahraini corner, but I think a lot of those shots are being taken on the gloves.
Agreed. And another throwdown.
That will do it for round two. I think Bibossinov was more in control of that one, but we'll see what the judges made of it. Well, two judges have Bibossinov 2 in front. 2 have it all square. So it's still there.
It is.
For Makhmetov.
It absolutely is. He's weathered the storm a little bit. And he'll have to raise his work a little bit and take care of this third round. But that man there also has a lot to contend with. Just impressed. He's slipping a lot of shots. And as you mentioned, there's so much accuracy. He's scoring on so many of his punches. Here we go.
3 judges giving that second round to Makhmetov, 2 to Bibossinov. Slightly ahead, the Kazakhstani, but work to do in this final 3 minutes. Right lead again from Bibossinov, setting the tone.
Can't understate his, well, that was a good left from Makhmetov.
Throws himself to the ground as Bibossinov makes him miss badly.
Goodness, so you can't understate Bibossinov's experience and knowing how to close up an opponent with a lead. Doesn't have to chase it, just has to be solid, and he's showing all of that here.
A couple of nice combinations and the body shot, and Bibossinov looks to be in charge in this final round so far.
And Makhmetov has to pick it up here, last half of the third round. Something that Bibossinov has to be aware of, that this man across from him has power and could get back in this. But I don't think Bibossinov is going to back away. He's not showing that he's trying to run out the clock in any way. He's still boring in and scoring.
Oh, it's a solid left from Bibossinov. Stopped Makhmetov in his tracks momentarily.
I think Bibossinov is sensing he's really in charge now, and there's a right-left.
Couple of fine shots from Bibossinov, just over 30 seconds to go, and he was only slightly ahead going into the final round, well ahead on 2 scorecards, but level on the other 2 and behind on 1. But I think Bibossinov has done enough here to make sure.
He's put this away.
The right through the guard. Makhmetov just got 10 seconds to find a lightning bolt. There's the end.
And there it is.
End of the contest.
I think Bibossinov has booked a date with Kieran McDonald, and that will be, not to look ahead too quickly, we're not sure, but it'll be very interesting.
McDonald looked solid against Rogen Ladon of the Philippines in our previous bout, as the two men make their way to the center of the ring. Both think they've won it. Only one can progress. And Bibossinov gets it. Makhmetov looks a little disappointed. 4-1 to Bibossinov. So that means at least 4 judges gave him that final round.
I have no problem with that. I thought he more than held his own, trying to just get to the end of the round, but he had a couple of shots that backed Makhmetov off.
I mean, Makhmetov, he's clearly a skilled operator. He's a good boxer. I think Bibossinov is a class above, to be honest. I thought he won every round. And Makhmetov will be, I'm sure we'll see him in Thailand.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
And I suspect he might make it through in Thailand in the final qualifier at the end of May. But Bibossinov, bronze medalist at Tokyo 2020, and wouldn't be surprised if he's there or thereabouts in Paris. And all 5 judges giving Bibossinov that final round.
We've talked about the luck of the draw, and getting Bibossinov in the round of 16 is not lucky.
Yeah, he's